Good morning, everyone. So, welcome to this first lab session of the subject. Right. So, here we are going to start with the practical list of design analysis and algorithm subject. And here we are going to start with the practical number 2, which is the implementation and time analysis of linear search and binary search algorithm. Okay, so in today's lab session, we will cover linear search algorithm, and from next lab onwards, we will cover more practicals, right? Okay, so now all of you have already learned what is linear search, right? So can anyone tell me what do you understand by the linear search? Or before that, let me share the screen and let me tell you what is the basic things we need when you are writing an algorithm. Okay. So you already know that what is an algorithm, right? So tell me what is algorithm? What is the definition?
Ma'am, it is a set of instruction for completing a given task.
Yes, it is a set of instruction to achieve some result, right? Okay. So there are multiple ways you can define it. Okay. I think the screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The definition of an algorithm. It is a collection of unambiguous instruction, or we can say that step-by-step procedure. We are having some, we have to produce the algorithm, we have to produce the output based on the set of given input in finite amount of time, right? सो हमारे पास क्या होता है कि एक स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसीजर होती है, राइट? उसको हम क्या करते हैं, उसको हम इनपुट फीड करते हैं और बेस्ड ऑन दिस एल्गोरिथम इट विल प्रोड्यूस द आउटपुट. नाउ वी दिस आर द मेन टू प्रॉपर्टीज, वन इज अनएम्बिग्यूअस एंड वन इज द फाइनाइट टाइम. जो भी आपका एल्गोरिथम है वो फाइनाइट अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम में आपको आउटपुट देना चाहिए, राइट? इफ इट इज टेकिंग द इनफाइनाइट अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम then it will not be useful, right? We are not even getting the output. So see, in this subject, what we are going to do is, the subject name is what? Design and analysis of an algorithm. There are two parts, right? Here we are not going to design any kind of algorithm. We are going to study what? The existing designed algorithm. We are going to study and we will learn how we can design it. If you want to design a new algorithm, what are the steps you have to keep in mind, how we can design it, right? And generally here we are going to focus on two things. One is the analysis, means what? We are going to analyze the existing algorithm based on their time and space. Okay, so what is time analysis? Here we are going to check how much time an algorithm is going to take. And here, how much space an algorithm is going to take. So this is the two things we are going to find out whenever we are doing the analysis part, right? Now to do this analysis, we will have the three cases. One is a best case, second one is the worst case, and third one is the average case. Now today only we have learned it will take minimum amount of time and space. Here it will take the maximum amount of time and space. And here in the average case, it will take the average amount of time and space, right? So these are the basic you should know when you are designing an algorithm or when you are analyzing an algorithm. So let us start with the linear search algorithm. It is also called as a sequential search algorithm. Why it is called as sequential search, that we will see. Okay, so first of all, let me take one array. What two things we will have in this algorithm? one is the array and another one is the key, which you need to find out in the array. Okay, so let us take some values: 10, 19, 26, 21, 36, 33, 31, 42, right? And I want to search a key that is 33, right? What we want to do is you have to find out position or index of 33. Okay, so the question is what you have to find out the position or index of the key 33. We are having array, we are having key, how we can search. Okay, so we will take step by step. Okay, we will take one element from the array, we will compare with the 33. If it is matching, then you will return the index. If it is not matching, you will move to the next element, right? And this process will go on. So in a sequence, we are taking all the elements to compare with the 33. So from where we will start? We will start with the indexing. Okay, we will set the index from 0 to number of values 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now tell me how many total elements are there in this array? How many elements are there in this array? कितने elements है इस array में? Total number of
8.
elements. 8. Yes, that is correct. Very good. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Total n element equals to 8 elements are there in this array. So first step is what? We are having a data, we are having a key, right? So first step we will write down the index value and we will count the number of elements in the array. Done? Now, what is the main thing here you have to keep in mind? Like you have to match A of I, you have to compare with the key, right? So you have to define the I value. So I value will be starting from 0. Okay, so this is the main logic to compare. This is the comparison sign. You already know this, right? This is the comparison sign. Using that, you can compare the two values. So A of 0 equals to 33. What is the value of A of 0 here? That is 10. Is 10 similar to the 33? Tell me, yes or no? Is it same? 10 or 33, is it same?
No. No, ma'am.
No.
No. Right? So what you will do, you will increment the I value. So I value will be at index 1. A of 1, you will compare with 33. What is the value of A of 1 here? 19. We'll compare with 33. Is it same? Now you will compare 19 with 33. Is it same? No. Again, you will do what? You will compare the next element. So you will increment the I value. So A of 2 equals to 33. Here value is what? 27. Is it same with 33? No. Again, you will do what? You will compare the next element. You will increment I. Okay. A of 3, compare with 33. Is 21 same with the 33? No. You will do what? You will increment I value. Now we will compare 33 with 36. Is 36 similar to the 33? No. Increment the I value. So I value will be incremented. Now A of 5. Compare with 33. Value is what? 33. Compare with 33. Is it matching? Yes or no? Is 33 match with the 33?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, once you find that key is present in this array, so you have to return what? You have to return the index value. At which index you find this key? Tell me the index number.
Okay.
5.
5.
5. 5.
Very good. Okay, so if I'm asking about the position, at which position you find out 33? So what is the position?
6.
Very good. Why? Because position will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? So it always be index plus 1, right? So you know the difference how you can return the index, how you return the position. Now, once you return the index, you will exit, right? You will stop executing the algorithm, right? So this is how linear search algorithm is working. Everyone is clear with this? सबको समझ में आ गया linear search कैसे काम
Yes,
करता है?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So let me give you one example and you how to solve it. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay. See, when I'm asking you to solve a question, you have to do the step-by-step procedure. Okay, you have to keep practice to write each and every step, right? So the array is what? And the key you have to search is 22, right? You have to do all the steps. Start doing this example. I'll give you 10-minute time to do this. Please complete it. Okay, so tell me, what is the answer?
Index.
What is
Index.
the correct?
Index 5.
Index 5. Okay.
Position
Have you
6.
solved all the steps? Have you written all the steps?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Good, good. Okay. So now
Yes, ma'am.
next thing is, you know how to solve this example, right? So let us move ahead to the algorithm. How to write an algorithm? Just we will write it down in the normal English language. Okay, so first of all, you have to write it down, algorithm keyword. The name of the algorithm is what? Linear search, and here you will provide what? Array A and value, key value you are providing, that is X, right? So linear search, name of the algorithm, here you will provide what are the inputs you are going to give. Step 1, पहले स्टेप में हमने क्या किया था? इंडेक्स को सेट किया था, सेट इंडेक्स I to 0. Step number 2, okay, if your I value is equals to n, then go to step number sum, right? That we will see. Just first, third step is what? If A of I is equals to X, if your data is matched with the key value, then you have to do what? Then again you have to go to some step. Which step that I'm not telling you right now? First of all, let me write it down and then I'll explain. Step 6. Step 7 is print element is not found. And step 8 is exit. See, हमारे पास एक array है, हमारे पास एक key है, right? We have started with the step number 1, that is first you have to set the index I to 0, right? Now हमें ये check करना है कहीं हम end of the array तो नहीं पहुंच गए हैं, right? When let's say your array is empty, then n equals to 0 and your I equals to 0, it means you reach to the end of the array. We don't have any element. Then you have to do what? You have to go to some step, or we can say that let's say we are having one array 0 1 2 3, total n equals to 4, right? When your I value reaches to 4, here you can see we are having the index value from 0 to 3 only. When you reach to the 4, here you find any element? No, there is no element because you reach to the end of the array. So when you reach to the end of the array, it means what? You have traversed all the element, right? You have traversed the entire array and still you are not able to find the element. जब आप कहाँ पे पहुंच गए एंड ऑफ द एरे, इट मींस उसका मतलब क्या होता है कि आपने पूरा एरे ट्रैवर्स कर लिया है और आपको कहीं पर भी वो एलिमेंट नहीं मिला जिसकी पोजीशन आपको फाइंड करनी है, राइट? सिंपल उसका यही मीनिंग हुआ। अगर वो कंडीशन है तो हम क्या करेंगे, जहां पर भी एलिमेंट नहीं मिल रहा है और हम एंड ऑफ द एरे पहुंच गए हैं, तब हम कौन से स्टेप पे जाएंगे? टेल मी। ये हमारे पास
7.
ओके, वन आंसर इज 7. व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स?
No, 7.
Okay, 7. Any other options? Any other steps which you think that it is possible, where it can go? Everyone, tell me. I want a response from everyone. कहाँ पे जाएगा, 7 या 8 में? Everyone, please write it down in the chat box. All 20 students. Okay, 7 after 8. Okay, fine. What are the other possibilities are there? Okay. Okay, good. So first of all, what we will do here is, if your element is not present in the array and you reach to the end of the array, then you will go to the step number 7. Here you will print what element is not found and then you will exit, right? Now, suppose you are not reaching to the end of the array, right? Let's say we are having some data and you are searching for key equals to 2, right? So you have matched with this and now you can compare here. 2 is matched with the 2. If your key is matched with the data, then where you will go? What you will do? अगर आपका डेटा की के साथ मिल जाता है तो कहाँ पे जाओगे, कौन सी स्टेप पे? वेरी गुड, यू विल रीडायरेक्ट टू द स्टेप नंबर 6. यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, एलिमेंट को प्रिंट करवाएंगे, कौन से लोकेशन पे है वो, और फिर हम फाइनली क्या करेंगे, अगर मैंने यहाँ पे प्रिंट कर दिया इंडेक्स इक्वल्स टू 2, ये मैंने प्रिंट कर लिया, उसके बाद क्या, कौन से स्टेप पे जाएगी, ये स्टेप 6 में से जो मुझे आंसर चाहिए वो मुझे मिल गया, देन
Exit, ma'am, exit.
Very good. You will go to the step number 8, where you can terminate your algorithm, right? Now, ये तो बात हो गई, दो ऑप्शंस हमने चेक कर लिए. पहले तो क्या, पूरा एरे ट्रैवर्स के लिए कहीं पे भी हमें एलिमेंट नहीं मिला है एंड हम एंड ऑफ द एरे पहुंच गए हैं, तब हम क्या करेंगे, नॉट एलिमेंट नॉट फाउंड वो लिख दिया. सेकेंड पॉसिबिलिटी क्या थी, अगर आपका डेटा की के साथ मैच हो गया तब आप क्या करोगे, एलिमेंट प्रिंट करके एग्जिट हो जाओगे. थर्ड पॉसिबिलिटी इज व्हाट, आपने ये कंपेयर करना स्टार्ट किया, राइट? पहले आप क्या करोगे, कंपेयर करोगे 2 के 1 के साथ, वो मैच नहीं हो रहा है और वो एंड ऑफ द एरे भी नहीं है, राइट? ये दोनों कंडीशन क्या हो गए, स्टेप 2 एंड स्टेप 3 फॉल्स हो गया. तब हम क्या करेंगे, हमने कंपेयर किया, पहले हमने चेक किया एंड ऑफ द एरे है, नहीं, एंड ऑफ द एरे नहीं है बिकॉज i इज लेस देन n, राइट? i इज इक्वल टू 0, 0 इज लेस देन 4, ये कंडीशन भी ट्रू है. फिर हमने कंपेयर किया, ये दोनों मैच भी नहीं हो रहे, राइट? तो हम क्या करेंगे, नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे हम करेंगे i का इंक्रीमेंट. सो i विल बी set to i plus 1 and then again what you will do, your i value will be here only, again you will check for the end of the array and you will repeat the same step, right? So this is how you can write down the algorithm for linear search. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
कोई क्वेश्चन है आपके पास, you can ask. Anyone is having any questions, any doubt? I think everyone is getting this, right? Good. So now let us analyze this. Can anyone tell me which operation is time consuming? What do you think, which operation will take more time? Comparison, right? Here the one operation we are performing, that is comparison, which is time consuming, right? So tell me what will be the minimum comparison required in this algorithm?
Size of the array.
Minimum comparison.
Ma'am, 1 only. 1, ma'am, 1.
One, right? How 1? Let us see this. Okay, this is your array and this is your key. Let's say you want to search for 1. Now you will do what, you will start for the first element, you will compare this 1 and 1, your match is found, you will return index 1, right? So जब भी आपकी की वैल्यू है वो फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे ये एरे की स्टार्टिंग में ही मिल जाती है आपको, राइट? So first position में है तब आप क्या करोगे? At least minimum one comparison you require. Then you will be able to find out the value. So here minimum comparison is what? 1. But suppose you want to search for 4. Okay, वो end of the array है. तो आपको कितनी कंपैरिजन करनी पड़ेगी? मैक्सिमम कितनी कंपैरिजन पॉसिबल है यहाँ पे? In this example.
4.
4.
4, right? पहले 4 को 1 के साथ कंपेयर करोगे, फिर 2 के साथ, फिर 3 के साथ एंड 4 के साथ. टोटल नंबर ऑफ कंपैरिजन इज व्हाट? 4, राइट? सो यहाँ पे क्या है? एन वैल्यू क्या है हमारे पास? 4 है, राइट? सपोज मैक्सिमम कंपैरिजन भी क्या है? 4, राइट? सपोज हमारे पास क्या है? एन एलिमेंट्स है, तो मैक्सिमम कंपैरिजन विल बी n. And what will be the average? Average will be the average of minimum and maximum, 1 plus n by 2. Right? This is how we can do the analysis. Now, next thing is what? We have to write down a C program, right? Now, see, to do the programming, you can use any kind of language in which you are comfortable. Okay, if you are comfortable with C++, Java, Python, you can use it. I don't have any problem. But one condition is applied that you have to complete your entire lab manual in that language only. In between, you cannot change, right? So that condition you have to follow. Otherwise, you can do it any language. I will be doing this program in a C language. You can do it in any language. Okay. So how we will proceed in this lab session? Like first of all, we will understand the approach. We will take some example. We will write down the algorithm. And then I'll explain you the logic, how you can do this C program. Then I'll give you 10 to 15 minute time to complete this the coding. In between, I'll ask anyone to share the screen. And then at end of the lab session, I'll show you how to write a code for linear search or how to write a code for any program. So this is how we can perform. So now let us do the C program. First of all, what are the inputs we require? Size of array, elements of the array, and key value you have to ask from the user. Output what we will require, that is index or position you have to print. Now what will be the logic? Here you have to compare all the elements of the array with the key. If it is found, then you have to print index, you will break the code, and if it is not found, then you have to print the message not found. So this is the main logic that you can use. And if you want to traverse through the array, then you have to use a for loop, right? So now you know how to take the data from the user, right? You have to take size of the array, elements of the array, key value, then you will write down the logic, and here you will print the index, and here you will print not found, right? So this is how you can do the C program. Now it's time for you to do you complete the entire C program. I'll give you 10-minute time to complete it. Okay. If you don't have the software for doing the C program, then you can use online GDB compiler, right? Which is working in phone and laptop. And if you don't have the laptop, then write it down this program in the book. Okay. Please do it. Okay, so tell me how many of you have completed this program?
Yes.
Completed? What about others? Okay, good. So let us do the coding. Let me show you how you can do it. Let me share the screen again. Okay, so I think the screen is visible. So first of all, let us define the some variable which we need. First of all, we have to define the array with some size. I variable for looping, data for key, or and for number of array elements, right? So first of all, what I will do is I will print a message like enter number of elements in array. Scanf. Now, if you want to take input from the user, you have to use a scanf. And here we are going to take the integer input, and here we will store it in an address of n, right? We cannot directly store it in a n variable. Next, I'll bring the message like enter the elements in array. Now, if you want to store the array element, then you have to use a for loop. %d, and here in the address of array, here I will store the array elements, right? Next, we will use printf. Now we will ask user to enter the key and using scanf function, we'll take the input from the user, %d, right? Now, we have taken the input from the user. Now let us write down the main loop for I is equals to 0. Main logic we will write where what we will do, will traverse the entire array and you will compare. Okay, so to compare this, we will write this logic. Array of I is equals to data. If it is matching, then you will do what? You will print the message. Element is found at location %d. Okay. And here I will print index I. If you want to print position, you can write I plus 1. And here you will break the code. But if data is not found, you reach to the end of the array, you have traversed the entire array. At that time, you will do what? You will print the message element is not found. Right? So now we have completed the entire program. Let us run this. Here we have to pass the input. Okay, let us run this. Okay, number of elements, I want to enter 4. 3, 5, 1, 6. I want to search for 6. 6 element is found at the location 3. 0, 1, 2, and 3. That is correct. Again, run it. Enter number 3, 2, 5, 3. Now I want to search for 1, which is not present in the array. Element is not found. right? So this is how C program works for the linear search. Is it clear, everyone? Those who
Yes,
have
ma'am.
not completed, right? Okay, fine. So let us summarize today's session, what we have done in today's session. Like we have started with the linear search algorithm. We have started with the example, then algorithm, analysis, and then finally we have done the program in a C language. Okay. So if you are having any doubt, any query, then you can ask me at any time. Otherwise, I will wind up the session. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoy the session.